What is up, guys, and welcome back. This is Drive Beyond Horizons. Whoa, what is in here? Okay, so we did start with a normal car. We've got a roof rack on this. This is interesting. This has never happened to me before. Check that out. So you might be wondering, what the heck is this game? This is a pretty cool game, guys. This is like it's like an open world survival sandbox, but a straight line. And it's kind of like a driving sim, car maintaining sim. You kind of just like, you start off with this little beater car, you got to get it running, and then you hit the road, and then pretty much you just drive as far as you can until you need tires, diesel, petrol, food, water, like everything that goes into making this car run, and then also feeding yourself and stuff like that. And then because it's like apocalyptic, you're going to encounter zombies and stuff like that. So there's always a bit of like a combat element and like survival. So it's PvE, kind of like, it's a really interesting concept. And we have these rocket launchers here. So this is like the infinite rocket launcher. So if we do encounter a bit of trouble, we can always have this. Now the controls are a bit weird, but that's okay. And you can just place stuff down like that. But before we get started, we're just going to have a quick peek into the engine. I'm going to assume you've never played this before. We can see 3.2 litres of engine oil. That's going to be too much. So what that is actually going to do is, we're just going to see if we have any engine oil around here. Okay, so I'm seeing these two are full of petrol. How much have we got in the tank? We've got 34 litres. So what we can do is we can just empty this here, like such. Fill that up, take it out, go over to the engine, and then we can just take out about 0.2 litres of engine oil. And there we go. So this is a good little start. Usually it just kind of like randomizes you what you start with, but to have an extra 10 litres of oil in the back and a full tank, you know, we're going pretty good. The last thing we need to check before we go is we just need to make sure we have... See, we've got no water. That's 1.1 out of 6 litres for our coolant, so we definitely need to fill that up. Our tyres are all brand new, which is good. We have an ignition, we have a gear stick, we have a handbrake, we've got pedals, we have a speedometer. So this looks like it should be good to go, as long as we can just get some water. Now, I know if we run around the side, we should be able... There's a water drum here, so we've got heaps of water in there. Oh, engine oil. That's pretty good. And we've got a door here. So I'm just going to put some pieces on the car. So you just like place different bits and pieces. The cool thing about this game is any piece of anything will go on any car. So it doesn't matter. If this is a bumper for a 18-wheeler, you can fit it on the bumper of your car. It doesn't matter. I'm not even sure if this is a bumper. This might be... Oh, it is. Where was it? There it is. Okay, so there's the bumper. We've got a roof rack here that clearly looks too massive, but it is going to fit on top. And it's really cool. So, like, we can fill this car up to the brim and nothing's going to fly out. It's all going to stay in there. Like, it's pretty handy. So this is not a bad little start. This is actually really good. Now, you do burn through engine oil and you will evaporate coolant. So it is pretty important that you just bring as much as you can. So this is 3 litres of petrol. I don't think we're going to need that. So far, petrol has not been something that you use very often. Now, I've always had trouble trying to get anything out of this. I'm not sure how this is going to work. So maybe if we just use it, can we hold it up to it? Oh, here we go, like that. So look, I just figured this out in this very second. Now, you'd probably look at me like, use the hose. The hose doesn't work. So 20 litres of water is good to start. And a jerry can like this, not a big little... bottle. So that's we've got 13 litres of petrol in the back, 20 litres of water, and there'll be a bunch of food and drink in the inside. So what I think we can probably like straight away just put 30 k's down on the road, because I know for a fact these tires will last about 40 k's before we need new ones. So we can drive at least 25 kilometers and just see how the tires are faring. But I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine. So we've got a few different pieces of engine oil here. I'm just going to refill those and put them into one. So there you go. You can just siphon engine oil out, take it out, drop it, and that should be empty. So we just throw that away, open, and then in it goes, and then we fill up the jerry can. That's empty, and here we go. Close the lid. Make sure you close the lid. And there we go. We've got now gasoline, water, and engine oil. I think we'll just put this in the boot. Oh, we can even try and see if we just put it on top. See if that works. We've got little brushes here as well, so we can clean up any sort of rust or debris that is on the body. So there you go. Clean up the paintwork. Making things just look a bit nicer. Something that we can be proud of. Are we going to be able to clean the front bumper? We definitely can. Check that out. What about... Nope, we don't have any lights here. This door. Ooh, that works. Great. Is this really done? That's done. Okay. I think we're going to go with yellow. Yellow's a pretty good color. I think if you've watched my Schedule 1 playthrough, we have a yellow van. So, at least we can keep the yellow theme going. Nice. Look at that. How good. Can we do the wheels? I don't think so. Okay, so before we get started, we can just come inside. We can just drink and eat. And I'll throw a few cans in the back of the car. And of course, we might as well... just all over everything that we're about to put in the car. Might as well. Just keep things sanitary. Alright, I think we're about ready to go. So starting up isn't usually too difficult. We just hold I. That's going to get the ignition going. We release the handbrake and then we should just take off. There we go. Look at our beautiful... Oh, actually, I'm just going to, before we get started, I'm just going to turn the car off. Engage the handbrake and get out, and just make sure that we've closed the petrol cap, and then we've closed... Oh, we didn't put water in it. We've got to put the water in. We put it in the back, but oops. So we'll take the water. Yes, we forgot to close the engine oil cap as well, and I nearly just put water in there. Right, so we can fill this right to the brim full of water. Great, and then put that straight back into the boot. The trunk. The boot. The boot. Here we go. Close, open. Close. There we go. So those are two closed. Oh, let's check the battery. Okay, so we need to get a bit of charge on that battery, so we do need to just drive for quite some time. Just make sure everything's closed. Excellent. 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 Always good just make sure before you get started. Off we go. Basically now it's like drive to survive, right? We put as many Ks down as we can. You can see there's on the top left there's a distance traveled and a time. So we have 0.8 kilometers just as we've fallen onto nightfall. And then this is a procedurally generated world. So we're going to keep running into randomly generated little stops like the one that you see ahead of us. This is like where things spawn and new vehicles and stuff like that. You can go in there, you can strip the parts off your car, put them onto a new vehicle if you like, and then you can continue on your way. So as you can see there looks like what looks to be like a Mustang of some sort. Of course my interest is piqued. I'm just gonna see if we're gonna be able to swap. Okay, so we've got no engine, which just makes me wonder, are we gonna be able to get our engine in there? I'm really liking the car. It looks a lot bigger and a lot heavier. We've got a gear stick, we've got an ignition, no pedals, and no seat. Now, we can easily check if we can commandeer this new vehicle by just taking out the engine. So we can detach the entire engine and just walk over to the car. And there you go, our little engine is now in there. Now, there's plenty of engines to find along the way. Obviously, this is not going to be the best engine for this car. But I'm just going to demonstrate the little process of how you would swap over cars. And it looks like we've got what looks like to be the... Oh, that's definitely a different hood. I wonder what hood that's for. What is this? This is the trunk, apparently. Yeah, I don't know whether this is going to be the right move for us right now, because we've got a bunch of storage on that car. I think it's going to be fine. If we just, like, detach and then run over... As long as that's going to go on, that's fine. That's all the storage we're really going to need. I wouldn't mind cruising along in something that looks a bit cooler than whatever we just did. Though we just spent all that time building it. Cool, we get 2 seats as well. So that's going to go there. That little sound it makes. Oh, actually, we've got back seats as well. You're going to notice we've got no pedals. Now, I've made this mistake plenty of times before where I've swapped over cars that have some pedals but not the others. For example, we had a van that we swapped over on the live stream, and we couldn't figure out why we had no reverse or brakes, and that's because we only had an accelerator pedal and no clutch. So make sure you grab all three pedals before taking off so you can brake and reverse. Otherwise, you got to get really creative about how to turn the vehicle around. And there you have it, guys, locked and loaded. I'm pretty happy with the swap over. I think it was definitely the best decision to make. Our poor little car has been stripped down to the bare bones. Only thing that's left is the door, and actually, I'm probably going to take that too. So let's run around, see if we can get it on there. Oh, is it going to close? No, it's not. I don't think we're going to be able to get it on. Okay, no luck with the door. Look, we can't have everything that we want. That's fine. Now, I don't think this has any use for us, but before we run out of here, we're just gonna grab and drink and eat and everything. You probably spotted that too. We've got actually now our first proper gun down here, and that, of course, is going to be riding shotgun with me. All right, guys, I think we're ready to hit the road. This little flatbed on top has been so helpful. I'll show you what we got up there. We got heaps of different stuff. We got engine oil, a tire, petrol, water, an RPG, a first aid kit, some food, binoculars, and then we've used the spray can. We've got a bunch of food and drink in the front seat. We've got an AK-47 lying on the passenger seat. Oh, we have got what looks like, I don't know, is this like an iced coffee or something? So we'll just throw that in the car. Nothing in the boot, but that looks like it's going to be us. Now let's get in and see if we can start her up. Oh, nice. That had me worried there for a second. And then this is the big handbrake. Now let's just see if we can back out of here. Oh, I'm not seeing any reverse. Okay, we can go forward at least. Okay, but it doesn't seem like we have a reverse. Oh no, we do have a reverse. Okay, and we have drive. Okay, great. Here we go. Our new mobile on the road. How much cooler is that? Cruising along. It's so cool. Oh, wait. No. I can hear. Turn the car off. Handbrake. We forgot to close the petrol cap. Oof, it's alright. Car back on. Nice. Handbrake, off we go. Excellent. This is a little bit wobbly. Obviously, these tires don't feel like they're made for the car. I think that back rear one is probably an odd tire. Now we're just gonna cruise past this little stop here just to see if we can see any tires or wheels or something. We can see not much of anything that we're gonna need. There's a seat there, some jerry cans. Oh, I did see a tire there. We'll just back up. There's something on the road here as well. There's also, you can find a turbo. So if we press I, kill the engine, handbrake, just jump out. What do we got here? Shoes. Okay. I think I just stood on a mine. I wasn't recording, but I literally exploded and went into the air. I've never got such a fright in my life. Oh, actually scared me. Now, this is not the right door either. What was that? There was a mine or something over here. You probably hear it in my voice. That gave me a massive fright. This game is a little bit scary at times. You know, if you're playing alone in your room and it's dark or something, you know, the zombies, the sounds, sometimes it can be a little bit like unnerving, you know? Cool, looks like we got the right seat for our car now, which is good. No doors yet. Cool, and we got our first headlight as well. Great. Now, sweet. Now, things are looking a little bit better. That was terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. That mine really got me. Anyway, I think we could probably cruise for... Oh, I didn't check the tires. We'll go for at least a couple stops and then we'll get out and make sure these rubbers are all good. We've got 3 spares on the roof now. It's actually quite beautiful. You know, it's not a bad little scene. Nice countryside. There's no cars on the road. You know, it's It's pretty satisfying. So I did see this as we pulled past it. Looks like a little... I don't know what it is, but we're just going to see if it's got any parts on it. We got a little bumper here. Is this a... I think we've already got one, right? Yeah, we don't need this. What is this? Doesn't look like it has anything. This actually might not be... Is this a drivable vehicle? It is. What about, is that steering wheel better than ours? This is a pretty cool wheel, I think. We'll take this. No motor, but we did get a tail light. So, okay, not bad. But I think we'll just keep going now. We'll check these tires. Brand new, brand new, brand new, brand new. So that's excellent. Now, we've got a bunch of water, bunch of engine oil, and then, of course, our petrol. Yeah, we haven't even used the liter. So I think we're going to drive through the night at minimum. So we see another... That looks like the Dinka, or whatever it was that we first started with. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a zombie there. I see a car door. Something not really worth our time. Just keep going. Rolling up on another stop. Looks completely empty. A couple of zombies floating around. Something at the back there. Nah, it doesn't look like a shell that anything that we can use. Oh wow, 2 stops just back to back. I think we're rolling up on 8, nearly 10 Ks now. This looks interesting. It sounds like a big orange thing. It's like a bus stop. Again. Nothing. Is that a trailer? I think we'll be alright for now. So that's a pickup truck. Do we want a pickup truck? There's some zombies and stuff over there though. Can we get in reverse, please? I do want to just have a wee peek. I don't think we're gonna... But this is a good little chance. We'll just grab the AK out. I think we'll clear these zombies and then just have a closer look at the... at the truck. Oh, we missed. Okay, I did see an engine over there. But unfortunately, we've got this guy. I've got no bullets left in that. Let's just see how we can go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay, so we've got a 4-cylinder diesel engine. Just put it in there. I don't think I want to swap with this just yet. It doesn't really necessarily look better in any way, shape, or form. It is an interesting... Yeah, it's interesting. Now, I knew I saw something up there. This is a giant engine. That's massive. Whatever it is, I want it. I just don't know how to get it down. I don't know how to get up there. Maybe we can, like... Absolutely we can. So it's about 486 kilogram motor and it works with diesel. But I'm taking it with me because we don't have any diesel, but I'm going to throw it on the roof and see if we can take off with it. Yeah, no problems whatsoever. We've got a huge engine on the roof. You know the second I find me some diesel, I'm going to be putting that baby in. Now I see a bit of like a wreckage or a car part yard. I'm seeing a big tire over there. Just makes me wonder what kind of vehicles we can get in this game. I've only ever really seen 3 so far. We'll keep going. I think it's going to wrap it up for this episode anyway. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. It goes such a long way. Let me know what you think. Do you want to see the journey continue? Do you want to see us drive beyond the horizon? It's all going to be there ready for you if you want. Just let me know. Yeah, so this game has just been recently released on Steam. It goes for, I think it was around $30 odd in my Australian currency, so probably around $20 to $15 if you're from the United States. Look, I think it's fun. You know, I've put about maybe 2-3 hours in. You know, I played it once, I put it down, and I thought, oh, maybe I don't want to play that again. And then, you know, I wanted to play it again. So I think that's probably the most important and indicative factor of whether it's a fun game or not. Do you want to pick it back up after you put it down? And the answer for me was a definitive yes. I don't know, there's something about it. Maybe it's the looting aspect, the exploration, just you never know what's around the corner. Now, I did see another engine. Maybe it's because I love cars. You know, who knows the reason why there is to do, but something else. You know what I mean? What have we got here? This is another diesel engine. This is a pretty cool engine. We're just not finding any diesel. Oh, we got a backpack. Steering wheel. Look, I mean, it's pretty obvious there's a lot to this. I'll be really interested to see how it progresses the further we travel. I just want to see more cars and stuff like that. It's really fun. We've got a windscreen over here. You know, it would be cool to put together the... Is that a windscreen or a... What is it? Yeah, there we go. We got a windscreen now. So yeah, so it would be really cool to see this progress. Now, oh, I just took my pants off. I'm so... I don't know why I just took my pants off. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Yeah, goodbye.